A grinder and paint will make a welder what he ain't. Well, that's fine if you're welding, but we're doing woodwork. Point being is, you got to fix your problems before they start in the wood shop. What happened with my buddy Gary, he's brought his tabletop in and it had a nice bow in it. After he told me what the process was, it wasn't the wood that was the issue, it was the process that he went to get it that point that was the problem. What he had done is he had cut all of his jointing surfaces here on a table saw. Well, it turns out his table saw was off by a little more than about a half a degree. And he ran them all through with the same face up and all this kind of stuff. So if there was 8 pieces, there were 7 joints. He basically built in a half or a 1 degree of curve in every one of those 7 joints. So it's no wonder it went like this. Let's show you how not to have that happen to you. Best way to do that is to make sure that when you're putting your glue surfaces together and you're making that joint, as you've seen in my videos in the past, I always mark one side in, one side out. And what that means is when I'm running my board through the jointer, this side is facing in and this side is facing out. That way, if there's any deviation from perfect 90 between my deck and my fence, they're going to countermand each other. So let's show you an extreme example of that. We know this is at 90 degrees right now. So let's go like this. And let's bump that off by, I don't know, a couple degrees maybe. Maybe if I take this thing up here and pull it out of the way, we can get that to move. There, now we're off by a good ways. Would you agree? Yeah, you would, no doubt. So if I was to run both of my surfaces through that, the same side out, I'm going to run this through quick. You can see those angles on there. If I glue that together, of course that's going to happen. I have built that angle into it. Now, if I take that same joint and I mark it for the outside, I mark one for the inside, I'm going to run them through exactly the same way. We're going to put that angle into them. This one out. This one is facing into the fence. This one's facing out away from the fence. Guess what? They're perfectly flat. One has countermanded the other. So now my board is still perfectly flat. So even if your fence on your joiner is off by a half a degrees, and that's probably 3 or 4 degrees there, they're going to countermand each other and it's going to come up working perfectly flat to get those perfectly flat. Obviously, if your joiner was off that far, you'd fix that, but we did it for just this illustration. So that's why it's important to put your opposite sides of each joint, one in toward the fence, one out toward the fence, so you don't build in a bow. If we turn these over and set them here with that much of an example and run them all with one side to the fence, not alternating, that's what we'd end up with. We turn them over this way, that's what we end up with, perfectly flat. So when you see me talking about in toward the fence and out toward the fence and I and O on a glue up that I'm getting ready to do, that's how it all works. Always check your joiner to make sure it's perfectly 90 degrees, but make sure that you have an even better chance of getting flat by doing the old in and out trick. Right there it is. We took Gary's table completely apart, marked all of the joints for in and out, run them over the joiner, put it back together, perfectly flat tabletop. If you've already got your tabletop glued together and you've already got a bow, now what you're going to do, you got to fix it, correct? 9 times out of 10, that's going to involve taking those joints apart. What you got to do in a situation like that is you've got to run it through a track saw to break that joint apart, take it completely off, and reshape both of those surfaces in order to get them back together. If you don't have a track saw you can put on there, sometimes you can take a separate piece of material, particularly with Gary's because it was round. You can add a sacrificial fence to one side and then run it through the table saw to get it cut that way. If it's a perfectly square table, use your table saw, put the one edge against the fence, cut all those joints out, remark them, and give them the old in and out treatment and put them back together, and you'll end up with a nice flat tabletop. You may lose a couple saw curves in the deal, so your width might vary a little bit. But that's woodworking. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for plenty good enough. So let that table be a ½ inch narrow. It ain't going to make a lick of difference to anybody. But those are some of the easy solutions to fixing that problem. Again, the better solution is to make sure that your jointer that you're using as your final pass before you glue them together is 90 degrees. And if it's not, fix it. And always in and out your joints. In one side, out the other. The next one down here would be in. The next one here would be out. So you just alternate them and flip them back over. Look for every joint that you've got. Give it the old in and out trick and you'll end up with nice flat panel glue ups every single time. Comment down below if you would. Do you like that idea? Do you not like that idea? Do you agree, disagree? I'd like to find out. We can all learn from it. So go ahead and comment down below.